Well, hello there, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Mavry, where today we're going to be watching the penultimate episode of Dororo with episode 23. Are we actually going to have a satisfactory ending? Well, it's probably going to have give us satisfaction in some kind of way, but I don't really think it's going to be a happy ending, if you will. So, last episode where we left off, Tahamaru and his two followers, Hyogo and Mutsu, decided to challenge Hyakimaru for what I assume will be the last time. This time they're using actually parts of Hyakimaru's own body with a arm on each of the followers respectively, and the two eyes on Tahamaru. So, logic would dictate that in order for Hyakimaru to get those parts back, he's probably gonna have to kill them to get it, right? Unless something weird happens and he manages to get them back without killing them in the process. So that will be interesting there. And we still got this side story with Dororo and Hyakimaru's mom, Nui no Kata. Still got that part as well. I'm guessing one of them will probably sacrifice themselves in some kind of way in order to stop Hyakimaru. Otherwise, Hyakimaru seems hell-bent on killing everything, as he is right now. So, anyways, let's just get into the episode and see what's gonna happen. And let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. How are we going to end this? I should probably be making a Pokemon reference right now, but I think it's a little bit too obvious, so never mind. Hmm. Hmm. Nani? Wants to get to its mother. I assume that horse is female. I believe it was. I can't really remember. Never mind. It's not that important. Well, thanks, Captain Obvious. There we go. Dororo, Nui no Kata. Hmm. So I guess they got the blessings of the demons as well. Otherwise, how are they actually able to keep up with Hyakimaru? True. Alright, let me skip this real quick. The story of the demons. Nui no Kata, by the way, means suing. The method of suing. Or something like that. Which is an interesting name. Yeah, they're being consumed by their emotions. Yeah. Quite convenient, don't you guys think? That one of them lost their right arm, one of them lost their left arm. Hey, little pony. You got beaten by a horse. Oh, it's dead. Actually, I don't think so. Oh, no, that. Okay. But what does he even have blood? Oh, oh dang. Yeah. Because. Holy crap! Oh, was that like. Dang. What in the. Aww. It still recognizes its child. Well, like I said, they had to die somehow. Otherwise, their arms can't return to Yakimaru. Okay. So he's gonna be consumed by even more rage and anger. And probably completely demonify himself as well. Yeah, and his arms are back. You know, that probably looks gross. Thankfully, it's kind of censored. I think what Yakimaru did there was, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I kind of feel like it's, a child being caught in the act of doing something bad, right? And then hiding. I don't know if it's just me, but I believe that's what was being portrayed there. Ooh. Okay. Why is Tahamaru even able to keep up with Yakimaru? I'm gonna assume it's also because he got, like I said, he got some powers from the demon. Oh, and who is this coming? Ah. It's going directly back to where Daigo is? Yeah, they are completely wrapped up in their emotions now. Yeah. Like, I just want to point out one thing. Like, if Dororo's parents were still alive and farmers or whatnot, how would she choose? Viva la revolution! Are they actually going to start a rebellion? Hmm, that's an interesting concept. Oh? You're going yourself? Oh, okay. To war. I was like, are you gonna fight Tahomaru? I mean, Yakimaru? Let me guess, he's gonna die on the battlefield, isn't he? Hmm. Getting all philosophical on us, yeah. So this is where the final showdown's gonna be? Hmm. He was actually using his brain. Ooh. And of course there's gotta be fire. So the castle's gonna burn down. Yeah, it's both her sons fighting. I think if he kills... Man, this was a grim episode. Whew boy! Well, that was quite the depressing episode, wasn't it? Although I guess it was to be expected, this entire subject matter is heavy, and like I've been saying numerous times before, there's no real clear solution to the entire problem, right? So, again, even in this episode, it's further reinforced that nobody actually thinks what Yakimaru is doing is the correct thing. Is he doing anything wrong? No, he's not doing anything wrong, but at the same time, it's debatable if you can say what he's doing is right? Nobody would want to say that. And I believe, it really hammers it home with a lot of different scenes, right? And Yakimaru knows it himself as well, which is why he's constantly self-doubting. And also in the part, like I said, when Nue went up and with Dororo to meet Yakimaru, he was basically like, putting his swords behind his back, and it really looks, right? It really looks like a child doing something wrong and trying to hide it. Even though, again, you can debate whether he's doing anything wrong or not. I feel like a pretty good analogy for this entire thing would be, I don't know if any of you guys have siblings, younger siblings. If you do, you probably met this kind of situation before where maybe you're playing with some kind of toy or some kind of, interesting thing, and then your younger sibling comes over and then it's like, give me that, and then takes it away, and then you want to play with it as well, so then you just forcefully get it back from your sibling, and then maybe in the scuffle they fall, they start crying or anything, and then your parents get all over you, and put the blame on you, right? Even though technically you're not doing anything wrong, right? I feel like it's sort of similar to this kind of analogy, except obviously the stakes and whatnot are much, much higher, but it's still the same feeling, right? You're technically not doing anything wrong, you're just getting back what's rightfully yours, but at the same time, it's not the right thing to do, however counterintuitive that might be. And so here, again, not only in that part, but also later on when he was going through the swamps and whatnot, he's still having that self-doubt here. I really, even Dororo, right? Even Dororo, although she was, getting pretty angry at all the others during this episode, she also knows that this is not the right thing to do, and that's why she had those self-doubts earlier in the other episodes as well. So... I know some people here probably just want him to just say, screw it, screw the land, and just, kill everything, get back his body, and leave, right? But it's really not that simple, right? It's just not that simple. And if it was that easy, this probably wouldn't become a classic, right? Because it's a real problem in terms of balancing these moral issues. But I guess there was some silver linings within this episode as well, especially with what Dororo said, and also what Nui no Kata said, Hyakkimaru's mom, how you should really take the fight into your own hands. If you can't do anything, that's just because you're not strong enough. Become stronger in order to overcome these hurdles, right? Now, obviously, this is still kind of over optimistic, right? I mean, I don't really think you can say that before this whole deal with the demons and whatnot, the people before weren't doing their best to live their lives and fend off the epidemics and famines and wars and whatnot, right? That kind of cheapens what they already did a long time before. But at the same time, I guess it's necessary to keep at least some kind of hope that your destiny lies within your own hands and this is changeable, instead of just accepting things as they are. So I guess at least it gives hope of something else happening. Now, how exactly is the situation going to be resolved? Well, judging by the dialogue within this episode, I don't think either Hyakkimaru or Dororo will be killed or whatnot. They'll probably continue living on happily ever after or whatnot at the end of the episode. Although whether or not Hyakkimaru can actually get his full body back, that remains to be seen, right? Now, however, I do believe that he's probably not going to kill Tahomaru, because I feel like what they're getting at here is if Hyakkimaru does kill Tahomaru, there's no turning back, right? There's no redemption for him. He's just going to turn into a full-on demon. So he's probably not... If Tahomaru dies, it's probably not going to be by Hyakkimaru's sword, although, again, I have a sneaking suspicion that Tahomaru might not make it through this alive either him or Nui no Kata. And one of the answers might lie within Jinku, right? Hyakkimaru's foster dad or mom, however you want to look at it. When he was, he brought something back at the closing moments of the episode, and I believe what he has in his hand is a Goddess of Mercy statue, right? Not really sure how that can actually help anything, but I guess you can think of it as one get out of jail card, if you will. One get out of jail for free card. So it can potentially be used on something. Now, just what exactly that is, I don't know, but it's probably going to play an important key factor in Hyakkimaru not becoming a demon. And also, within this episode, we're also kind of hinted at how the people are also going to start doing some things on their own as well, potentially fighting for their rights or even rebelling or whatnot. And I have to wonder whether or not this ties into the treasure that Dororo's parents left her. As I was saying in previous episodes when we were going through those episodes on the island in regards to the treasure, I was already thinking whether or not those could be used to fund some potential solution to the entire problem. And, even here, I think that is still part of the possibility. Now, whether Daigo is going to die or not, hard to say, right? He's off to do battle. He's off to fight a war. Though judging from the moral or the lesson that was taught this episode, how you control destiny with your own hands, well, Daigo is out there controlling destiny in his own hands. He's leading the battle. He's leading the fight in the battle. So if I had to venture a guess, I'd say Daigo would return alive and he would return victorious. I don't know. I definitely don't think that this is a series that's going to try to punish them by killing them or whatnot. It's more of a how can we find the best method to make everyone happy in some sort of way. And obviously, it's not going to be perfect. It's far too late for that. But I feel like the goal right now is to how to make the most amount of people content as possible. And I'm very interested to see how it's going to play out, right? This is a classic for a reason, so I'm assuming that the ending isn't going to suck. So I guess we should just look at it for the next episode. I mean, in the next episode. So there we go. That's my review of Dororo episode 23. I will see you guys next week for the grand finale. Until then, I'll see you guys. Bye bye.